I am back and with some more Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. We're on Episode 2 of the Let's Play series and continuing on as always, recording this after work. Got a cup of tea and yeah, ready for some more Mass Effect. Last episode, essentially we had the recap, the comic book strip recap of everything that happened in Mass Effect 1, so it's pretty cool. That they did that, and then we had Shepard had a mission, a normal routine mission, but then we got attacked by the collectors, I think it was, and it completely wiped the original Normandy out pretty much, and it essentially killed Shepard, but the Cerberus found us, I guess, or found parts of us and rebuilt Shepard, one to one, pretty much identical. There's probably some underlying secrets, but because last night I was curious about it's probably a good time that I'm playing this right now for like this year, like playing through all the Mass Effect games, because I feel like we'll get some more Mass Effect 4 news soon, because we had that original trailer about 4 years ago where it was Liara walking through the snow, and then we had like a year later we had like a poster of like, it looked like a Geth head, and it was pretty much signing like we are in the Milky Way again. And then we've had a third one, another trailer which I completely missed. Came out of nowhere, like it was about a year ago, and I completely missed it. And it was of this like N7, this new N7 person, looked like a female, in a trench coat, looked really cool, and he had like a mask on, helmet. But I was looking through people's theories, and it'll make sense when we finish the game, right? Because you'll have the three choices. I can't remember what exactly the three choices were, but I think one of them is where synthetics and like biological people who live together, they just make do and figure out. But I think what the theory is Mass Effect 4, what it could be to bring back Shepard, it's not to rebuild him as like in this, really. They're not going to do this, but they're going to do something kind of different, and that is, we've got the AI now, the new AI. I think it's Ada or something. And later on in this game, I think we get her body or something. But the rumor is, like the theory is, for Mass Effect 4, they're gonna put a Shepard AI into like a robotic, like an artificial intelligent Shepard. Like the Alliance are going to build it. As soon as the Reaper War ended, they needed an asset like Shepard again, and they can't just bring Shepard back out of nowhere. So they develop an AI, which is going to cause like a war, because the one thing that the Council does not want, I think in Mass Effect 3 they probably, because I think the Council kind of comes back. I think in Mass Effect 3, they're like, we don't want artificial intelligence. We want it cut out. Stop it. No one is allowed to develop it or use it. But the Alliance, the theory is in Mass Effect 4 that the Alliance are going to go against that to make a Shepard AI, pretty much in a robotic skin, and that would be so cool to think like if they go with that, like that would be amazing on how you as a player would handle situations. Because do you play as you could honestly, you could play it completely differently. Like you could be a completely different Shepard. Like say you're a paragon in this where you're good. But what if you glitch out and you are a fucking dickhead, Shepard? And everyone's like, this ain't you, Shepard. And it's like, that'd be so cool. And there's rumours, because I think there was some AI stuff in Andromeda. Apparently they're thinking about, the rumours they're going to link the galaxies together somehow. Which God knows how they're going to do that. But, so I think, that's why I'm definitely going to be playing through all the Mass Effect games. Even Andromeda. Just so we get it done. And then if they do a Mass Effect 4, we can hop into it. But honestly, like, looking into theories, it's getting me excited. And I'm like, I'm so happy I'm playing this now. But I'm thinking, with Andromeda, I think there was something in that game that had something to do with artificial intelligence or AI or synthetics at the end. Or it was something to do with like a relay they found that can get back to the Milky Way or something. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember. That's why I want to play it. But yeah, like that whole theory is like, oh, I think that'd be so cool playing as like an AI Shepard. Because you could be a fucking powerhouse. You could have all biotics, everything. You could be a legit walking Terminator or RoboCop, but on steroids. It'd be so cool. Sorry about that, but that's been in my head since yesterday, since watching it. But now, I guess we're gonna look around the ship, because we ain't looked around the... This is essentially the first time on the new Normandy. So I guess we'll go and talk to everybody. But I think they want us to see the Solarian. And essentially we're going to have a whole new team. They're pretty much like we got a brand new team. But yeah, this is Edie.
Trimming compensators, decimal 1-2. Can you believe this, Commander? It's my baby. Better than new. It fits me like a glove. And leather seats. Military may set the hardware standard, but on a first-gen frigate, they could care less if the seats breathe. Civilian sector comfort by design.
The reproduction is not intended to be perfect, Mr. Moreau. Seamless improvements were made.
And there's the downside. I liked the Normandy when she was beautiful and quiet. Now she's got this thing I don't want to talk about. It's like ship cancer.
I don't trust them. We still need to move ahead, but it's all too convenient.
Maybe you're right. I guess it's hard to argue when they install an AI to spy on us. We're staying though, right? I mean, the seat is real leather.
Good to see you're keeping it all in perspective, Joker.
Leather?
Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
How are you getting along with Joker?
Mr. Moreau does not trust me. It offends him that I am installed aboard his ship's computers.
Yeah, the last Normandy did just fine without an AI reminding me the airlock is ajar.
To be fair.
Why are you named Edie?
EDI is the phonetic pronunciation of EDI. That is an acronym for Enhanced Defense Intelligence.
Where are you?
My core intelligence is housed in a quantum blue box located behind the medical bay.
I think that's essentially where we put the bodies.
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic and cyber warfare suites in combat. My reaction time is much faster than any organic. I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for the Elusive Man. I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
Cyber warfare means things like viruses, right?
In close-range ship-to-ship combat, I can sometimes break through the firewalls of an enemy's internal wireless network. Once I seize control of their systems, I can turn off gravity or air. I can disable weapons guidance or shields, or I can put their fusion plant in meltdown. On the defense, I manage Normandy's own suite of jammers, decoys, and internal firewalls.
So powerful.
Sounds incredibly useful. Why isn't there someone like that on every warship?
An organic operator cannot react quickly enough to changing circumstances or perform the necessary multitasking. This is a role that can only be filled by an artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, We are suspect.
Well, it might have something to do with how an AI almost destroyed galactic civilization, just putting it out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the whole theory for Mass Effect 4 is if they go with, like, the synthetic and humans ending, I think that's, like, one of the endings where, like, synthetics and humans just can work together. Essentially, what the theory is that it's going to break down, it's going to go against what's meant to happen, and it's going to prove that the Reapers were right. And if that's the case, that'd be such a cool idea. Like, really, like, to think that you essentially had this victory, but what if the Reapers were right? What if for some reason you have like it's another cycle in itself where we end up wanting or needing to build a Reaper or Reapers. I don't know what it would be, but it could be crazy. Like, it could be so dark, and I just hope they stick to Mass Effect and they don't do what they've just done with not Dark Souls, Dragon Age, where they've completely just washed that game out. Like, you compare the new Dragon Age to the originals, because I'm not really too keen on Dragon Age anyway. I've not really been into that world. But when you look at the older ones, how dark it was or how gritty, and then you compare it to the newer one, it's like, what the fuck have they? What were they thinking? This is so weird.
The elusive man has monitoring devices on board?
I don't know.
He has invested most of Cerberus's resources into the design and construction of this ship. He has an interest in monitoring our progress.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Restricted functions? Like what?
I do not know. Some of my databases are sealed, some of my hardware is kept offline. I assume that when certain unknown conditions are met, those functions will be released to me.
Ah.
Let's discuss something else.
Ready.
I want to know more about you.
Do you have a specific inquiry?
What do you do aboard the ship?
I operate the ship's electronic... I collate the records of shipboard monitoring devices for... I serve additional functions which are restricted at this time.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard. Yes, Shepard.
I want to know more about the people I'm working with.
Much of that data is classified. Do you have a specific
Of course.
inquiry?
What sort of resources does Cerberus have? Money, personnel, facilities?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
Of course.
What do you mean?
Although I am less controlled than other AI, I am still subject to behavioral blocks and the physical isolation of my hardware. In this case, I am prevented from truthfully answering your question by Cerberus's levels of secret classification.
How is Cerberus organized? Aside from the elusive man, I don't see much chain of command.
Cerberus is organized into task-oriented cells. Each operates in isolation. Members from one cell cannot recognize the members of another. Each cell's agents are led by a single operator. We are called the Lazarus Cell, which is directed by Operator Lawson.
How did Cerberus replicate the most advanced warship in the Alliance Navy without anyone knowing?
I have a block that prevents me from answering that question.
That's all for now.
Of course you do.
Logging you out,
You're
Shepard.
fucking useless.
Commander,
I assume everything's going well up here?
I really want a chance to put the Normandy through her paces. I just have to trim up the drive output and it'll be like we never lost her.
Safety standards advise against manipulating drive settings while engines are powered and in use, Mr. Moreau.
Commander, can we shut this thing off? I don't need it in my day-to-day.
If you don't want to hear it, turn the damn sound off.
Well, it doesn't change anything. It's still watching. Like some creepy kid staring at the back of your head in comp side. You just want to punch him, but he's special and he sets fires or something. Okay, a little too far there, but you know what I mean.
Your problem, not mine.
Thanks, I'll remember this.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last, I would never say anything against Miranda and expect to survive the reprisal. Jacob is way too nice a guy for the number of ways he knows how to kill people. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
Ever think about the old Normandy and the trouble we got up to?
Yeah, those seem like the good old days now, but come on, it was hell at the time. Geth, Saren, Sovereign, and then we got dumped. We're stuck in a weird place, sure, but back then it wasn't all sunshine and bunnies.
Yeah.
What happened to the rest of the old crew? I heard most survived.
Almost did. Presley didn't. The rest of us just sort of drifted apart. The Alliance didn't care. I don't think they liked all the non-humans in your crew. We were your team, Commander. With the Normandy destroyed and you gone, there wasn't much keeping us together.
Yeah, that's rubbish.
That's it for now.
See you, Commander.
Don't think you do the whole scanning thing anymore. That was one thing I remember. I always found weird is the running. Look at my neck. It's like, what the fuck am I doing? Oh, there is. She's like she's got a. It's like she's got a twitch in her.
Welcome aboard,
Oh, hey.
Commander. I'm Yeoman Kelly Chambers. I've been assigned as your administrative assistant. I'll manage your messages and help you monitor the crew. And I must say, it's such an honor to work under you, Commander Shepard.
I'm glad to have you on the team, Miss Chambers.
Please, call me Kelly.
Okay, Kelly.
Anything else?
Is there anything I should know?
You have unread messages at your private terminal. Anything else, Commander?
Do you have a moment to talk?
I always have time for you, Commander.
What are your responsibilities?
I'll keep you notified of any messages or appointments you might have. If any of the crew has important business to discuss,
Secretary.
I'll make sure you know.
Isn't that the type of task better suited for a VI?
Yes, but being your yeoman is just my official role. Unofficially, I observe the crew. Everyone knows how risky our mission is. Many of us may not be coming back. That's a lot of pressure. I have a degree in psychology. I'm good at sensing when people are overly taxed.
We're lucky to have someone with your skills, Kelly.
Thank you, Shepard. What else would you like to know?
This organization has a dark reputation. Do you have any concerns working for them?
Not at all. Our methods can be harsh, but Cerberus has noble objectives. We look out for human interests. Advance human technology, save human lives. They're good goals.
It sounds like Cerberus wants to dominate all aliens and put humankind on top.
Cerberus looks out for humanity, but that doesn't mean we hate aliens. My sister started a dog shelter, but she loved cats too. I love humanity. I also love Asari, Quarian, Turian, Solarian, Hanar. That isn't in conflict with Cerberus ideals.
That's a very positive attitude.
What can I say? I'm a people person. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about being assigned to the Normandy?
I was handpicked by the Elusive Man to help fight the greatest threat known to humanity. How do I feel? Honored, exhilarated, terrified. But mostly I feel encouraged. Under your leadership, we can't fail.
Don't worry. We'll defeat the Collectors.
I trust you implicitly. The moment I met you, I knew I could close my eyes, fall back, and you'd be there.
I might do more than catch you, Kelly.
Now that's an enticing thought. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
Okay,
I better
fine.
go.
Okay. Maybe we'll talk later.
Team status. Oh my god. at all the crew. Dr. Morden. Oh, hang on. The Archangel. Isn't that... I'm pretty sure that's Garrus, isn't it? The Warlord. Yeah, that's Rex, I think. The Veteran. Oh, is that... Oh, that's the Convict. The Master Thief. I didn't read it. Oh, there's a lot of stuff here. Admiral Hackett's still about then. Yeah, like the other playthrough, it's just gonna take our time till we get through it. Archive. Okay, so we can read through it again. Okay.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the Combat Information Center. Here, the crew receives sensor data and coordinates gunnery and damage control efforts. While Normandy is flown from the bridge, during combat, the commanding officer issues orders from the CIC.
Okay. Let's down this weapons locker. Ah. So you can just pick and choose what people use. Honestly, I don't remember how the weapons work. Look at this. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, it's completely different from the first game.
Commander,
Oh, you got magazines and
it hasn't been
everything.
time to really settle in and take stock. I want to say that working with you is a great opportunity to do something that matters. It's a privilege to serve on the Normandy, Commander.
Bringing you.
You may change your tune if we end up like the original Normandy.
Maybe. As long as the elusive man walks his talk, and you do the same, I'll do my best to make sure we succeed. That's been the condition for my service so far. I have issues with certain actions Cerberus has taken in the past.
What has Cerberus done to make you nervous?
A lot. They've been called terrorists, and with good reason. Doubt you can find a more checkered past. But if the Collector threat is real, and we do something about it, Cerberus will be remembered differently. Or we'll all be tried and executed. Can't count on people thinking about it as hard as I have.
It's good to hear a clear opinion. Sounds like we're two of a kind.
That honors me more than you, Commander. Let me know if you need anything. Commander, can I help you with something?
How we doing, Jacob? What's your sense of the mission?
Probably the same as everyone else. I just want to figure out what the real threat actually is. Got no problem with risk. I just need a clear goal. Anything else, Commander?
What do you think of the state of the crew?
We don't have a full complement. We don't stand a chance without the right specialists on side. Anything else, Commander?
I understand you made quite an impact after you left the Alliance.
Miranda and I stopped a Batarian plan to release a biological agent on the Citadel. That's when I first met her. It took us out to the Nemean Abyss and back. Saved the Citadel like you, but what's the saying? A good deed's like pissing yourself in dark pants? Warm feeling, but no one notices. The whole thing was hushed like they're good at doing. But I know what I did, and I'm proud of it.
I'm more interested in just talking for a bit.
Already? I'm not big on forcing these talks, Shepard. Let's do this later.
We'll talk later.
Fuck you then.
Commander.
I don't want to talk to you. Oh, look at that. Tally's gonna love this place. She loved the old Normandy. She has this one.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the FTL communications room. In addition to interfacing with the FTL comm network, Normandy is fitted with a quantum entanglement communicator linked to the Elusive Man's office. This allows lag-free communication even when you operate off the comm grid.
Why aren't these used everywhere?
Each quantum pair costs nearly as much as a comm relay, and can pass only one quantum bit of data at a time. In addition to the cost and bandwidth issues, the system is strictly point-to-point. To contact 100 different worlds, we would need to manufacture and install 100 entangled pairs, one link to each world.
I've never heard of a quantum entanglement communicator. How does it work?
Essentially, two subatomic particles are created in an entangled state. One is installed here, and the other in the Elusive Man's office. When one particle occupies a given quantum state, its entangled partner will always enter the opposite state, no matter the distance between them. If we alter the state of our particle, that alters the state of the Elusive Man's. This allows us to send data in the form of quantum bits.
Ah.
That's all for now.
Logging you out, Shepard.
Okay. That's a satisfying sound.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Why? I am a scientist.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Bite me.
A scientist is required to use the technical laboratory.
Captain. Oh yeah, I might get my own room, don't I? Oh yeah, it's my own room. Let me. Oh yeah, you get a fish tank. Armor. Yeah, I like that. Very military. Come on, address. Shame you can't change the colour of them. How skinny my arms are. Ah. Oh, you can just cycle appearance. It's a bit weird not having armor medals. You got a photo of Liara.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the commanding officer's quarters.
It's larger than the quarters of other warships I've served on.
This is a Cerberus vessel, not an Alliance warship. Accommodations have been made for personal taste. That said, this space is directly under the exterior pressure hull. The fitting yard workers called it the loft.
Crew deck. God, it's so big.
Oh, she's a cutie. How old?
She'll be a year old next month.
Oh, you'll miss her first birthday.
Well, my family lives in New Canton.
Oh, that colony's on the edge of the frontier. Could be vulnerable to collector attack, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's most important that she have a first birthday. That's why I'm here.
Women's restroom. Men's restroom.
Shepard, the women's restroom is on the starboard side of the ship.
Don't assume my gender. What are you assuming my gender for? Should get an achievement. Assuming my gender.
Chef surprise
This thing
again.
changed.
Come on, Rupert.
I'm sorry, Princess. Filet mignon and caviar coming right up. Let me just get out my doilies.
That'd be real nice, Mr. Gardner.
Commander Shepard, the hero of the Citadel. You did humanity proud that day. As Sergeant Rupert Gardner here. How can I be of service?
What do you do here on the Normandy?
What don't I do? Most think of me as the ship's cook, but I'm also the facilities technician and custodian. HVAC, plumbing, non-mission critical electrical. I make sure they're all clean and running.
Do you have everything you need?
I make do, but have you ever tried to prepare a decent meal with military provisions? I'm good, but I'm no miracle worker. Taking down the collectors is going to be rough business. The crew deserves a few fine meals before they throw themselves into the fire.
What do you need?
If I had some quality ingredients... Oh, shit. You've got more to worry about than grocery shopping on the Citadel. Forget I mentioned it.
If I head that way, I'll keep an eye out.
Much appreciated. Most of this list is probably standard fare for those namby-pambies on the Citadel. Anything else you'd like to talk about?
How do you feel about working for Cerberus?
Damn proud. Cerberus gets the job done. The Alliance and Council have got their heads buried so deep up their butt puckers they can't see squat. It'll take good old human ingenuity to crush these collector vermin. Only Cerberus knows that.
How did you find your way into Cerberus?
Can you believe I was once a family man, working the EZO rigs along the frontier? I was happy enough, but losing everything to Batarian raiders can change your outlook. I needed to make a difference. I'm no soldier, but I've got skills, and Cerberus keeps an eye out for talent. I'll do whatever it takes to help, be that plumbing a sewer, routing an air duct, or keeping everyone's bellies full.
I won't take any more of your time.
Back to work.
Miranda.
Commander, what can I do for you?
Anything I should know regarding the Normandy?
The crew's working well, and the ship appears to be performing to specifications.
What exactly are your duties aside from keeping an eye on me?
I'm the elusive man's agent. You're his most important asset. My job is to make sure you succeed. Aside from that, I send regular reports to the elusive man, updating our status.
Do you have a minute, Miranda?
No doubt you've got a lot of questions. Cerberus isn't as evil as most people believe. If I can help allay any of your concerns, I'd be happy to do so. So, what would you like to know?
I know what we're doing here, but what's Cerberus's long-term goal?
The advancement of the human race. Nothing more, nothing less. The Solarians have the Special Tasks Group. The Asari have their legendary commandos for stealth and recon operations. Cerberus is humanity's answer to those organizations.
But those organizations are regulated by governments. Who keeps Cerberus in check?
Nobody. We're privately funded and our backers trust the elusive man to make the right decisions. But he's very clear about our goals. Protect humanity and serve its advancement.
Are you military or political? Or both?
Cerberus has several divisions. Political, military, scientific. But we're all working towards the same goal. We keep our ranks and structure similar to the Alliance. A lot of our recruits started there, but not all Cerberus operations use the same protocols. We try not to get bogged down in bureaucracy or formality.
What kind of resources does Cerberus have?
We're very well funded, though I doubt anyone other than the elusive man knows exactly how well. But our resources aren't unlimited. Reviving you and rebuilding the Normandy was a significant investment, and a significant risk. We're all hoping you can do the impossible, Shepard. No pressure.
What can you tell me about the elusive man?
Not much that you don't already know. Even I don't have access to most of his background. And you've seen more of him than most ever do. It's rare for him to become directly involved in missions, but you're something special. Whatever else people might say about him, I can assure you he's got humanity's best interests at heart. That includes you and me.
How can you be sure of that if you know so little about him?
I didn't get to where I am without knowing how to gauge people's motives and ambitions, even from brief encounters. He's no saint, and he'd be the first to admit it. But he is committed. Humanity couldn't have a better advocate.
Tell me about yourself, Miranda.
Oh, I guess that's fair. I've spent the last 2 years learning everything there is to know about you. Well, you should probably know that I've had extensive genetic modification. Not my decision, but I make the most of it. It's one of the reasons the elusive man handpicked me. I'm very good at just about anything I choose to do.
That's meant to be an arse shot.
What level of genetic modification are we talking about?
That's very thorough. Physically, I'm superior in many ways. I heal quickly, and I'll likely live half again as long as the average human. My biotic abilities are also very advanced. For a human. Add to that some of the best training and education money can buy, and, well, it's pretty impressive, really.
It sounds like you were designed to be perfect.
Maybe, but I'm not. I'm still human, Shepard. I make mistakes like everyone else. And when I do, the consequences are severe. Everyone expects a lot from someone with my abilities.
You certainly don't lack for confidence.
It's just a fact. My reflexes, my strength, even my looks, they're all designed to give me an edge. No point in hiding from it. It's the reason I'm trusted to oversee the most dangerous, risky, and technically demanding operations Cerberus undertakes. And it's why I was assigned to you. It's my job to make sure you succeed, Shepard.
Female super soldier.
Thanks for the information, Miranda. I'll talk to you later.
Of course, Commander. Whatever you need.
Do we have Doctor? Oh my god. She's alive.
Commander Shepard. I watched the Normandy crumble with you on board. It's good to see you alive.
Nice to see a familiar face, Doctor.
I feel the same. I wish more of the original crew could be here. The kind of trauma you endured would have changed most people. But not you, I see. Welcome back, Shepard.
Do you have everything you need?
I believe so. This medical bay seems very much like the sick bay on the original Normandy. Only thing missing are my private reserves. I even had a bottle of Ceres Ice brandy that I was saving for a special occasion.
I'll keep an eye out for a replacement bottle.
Oh, you needn't. It's expensive, and we have much larger concerns ahead.
Doctor, you've been with the Alliance for years. Why leave now?
After the Normandy was lost, the surviving crew was reassigned. I was stationed at the Mars Naval Medical Center. A very respectable position, but it wasn't on a starship.
Colonial military life isn't for you?
I've spent most of my life on warships, never knowing what the next mission might bring. I'm used to the hum of engines, the creaking of bulkheads, that subtle vertigo when the momentum dampeners kick in. Life planetside is just too static, too boring.
You're not the Cerberus type, Doctor.
I don't work for Cerberus. I work for you. On a mission that may be crucial to the survival of the human race. I have faith that your dealings with Cerberus will be ethical. I trust you, Commander.
That's fair. It's nice.
There's a very good chance this mission will be a one-way trip.
I'm surprised they put her on then.
I've been through the reclaiming of Shanxi, the Skyllian Blitz. We survived the Battle of the Citadel and the destruction of the Normandy together. I've lived a full life. No regrets. I'd like to make sure the crew gets the same opportunity.
I'll see you later, Doctor.
Commander.
It's good to have her back. But yeah, I think that's where...
core is restricted.
Yeah, that's where we're gonna meet Ada's... Well, that's where we're gonna put Ada's body. I don't know, I can't remember how we really actually did it, but... Yeah. It's cool. Such a cool ship now. Engineering. I don't think we have a Nomad, right?
What's this area of the ship?
Normandy's cargo deck. It includes facilities to rearm and repair Normandy's embarked ground vehicle and shuttle.
My last ship didn't need a shuttle. Why do we have one?
This ship is nearly twice the mass of the previous Normandy. It is more difficult to land the ship on high-gravity worlds.
Yeah. Oh my god, these two. Oh man, I remember these two. Yeah, we'll talk to them in a minute. Go around first. Ah. When we find Jack later on. Jack's down here. And you end up... Don't ask me how I know. But... you end up having sexy time with him, if you want. Yeah, Jack's badass. Honestly, after playing... you know what's sad? After playing Mass Effect...
Access to this room is currently restricted.
After playing Mass Effect 1...
Access to this room is currently restricted.
After playing the trilogy, when I went into The Sims 4, I named all my kids after people from this Mass Effect. That's how sad it got. Alright, let's talk to these two.
You came all the way down here to see us?
You're speaking to our commanding officer.
I'm touring the ship, getting to know my crew.
I'm Engineer Ken Donnelly, handling the power control systems. This is Gabby.
That's Engineer Gabriella Daniels, actually. I'm responsible for the propulsion systems.
What can we do for you, Commander?
Are you set up okay down here?
We can't complain. I just wish it didn't take so long to calibrate the FBA arrays.
Kenneth, you're complaining.
What kind of problems are you having?
When they upgraded the Normandy design, they got a bit sloppy with the FBA couplings. I won't bore you with the tech, but there's an array of attenuators in the primary power transfer system that channels the field bleed.
Kenneth, you're boring the commander with tech. In short, if we had T6 FBA couplings installed, it'd save us a lot of maintenance time each day.
Why isn't something like that already installed?
It's probably just a design oversight. Efficiency isn't affected, it's a maintenance issue.
Also, the T6 model can be hard to find. Nash and Stellar Dynamics discontinued them.
We could probably find used ones in the Omega markets, but we have no time for shore leave.
Okay.
Where'd you receive your training?
Both Gabby and I started in the Alliance, serving on the SSV Perugia.
She flew in the first wave at the Battle of the Citadel. We saw Sovereign firsthand.
Why did you leave the Perugia?
After you died, Anderson lost political clout. The Council backslid on the Reaper menace.
They discounted Sovereign as an isolated threat, as a single...
Which was bullshit. They said your warnings
Really?
of greater danger were mistaken or delusional.
We lost respect for Alliance leadership. We need to fight the real enemy, and only Cerberus seemed to be doing that.
Yeah. That is true.
How did you wind up with Cerberus, Ken?
Once you were gone, the Alliance brass descended like vultures, tearing apart everything you'd said. I was very public with my defense for you. I didn't hold back.
That's an understatement. If Kenneth wasn't such a talented engineer, they'd have court-martialed him for insubordination.
But it got me noticed by the elusive man. He made an offer, and here I am.
It's good.
So why did you join, Gabby?
Kenneth and I have been partners in crime since we graduated from Tech Academy. When he got the Cerberus offer, I insisted that it include me. They'd fall apart without me.
Thanks, Mum.
Also, I love engines, and the Normandy is state-of-the-art. When I got the opportunity to work on her, I had to jump.
What do you think about Cerberus?
Actually, we don't know much about the organization other than the Normandy team. We know our mission and who's in charge.
We're off to kick the Collectors right in their daddy bags. That's enough for me.
Carry on.
Will do, Commander. I'm amazed Shepard
Nice.
came down to see us.
I told you she would.
That makes me feel good. Put my team first. It's weird not having like it's weird not having like the vehicle bay and stuff. Right. Galaxy map, here we go. Oh wow, look how clean this looks. Oh yeah! You get to fly around in this. Oh my god. So what do we want to do first? Look, we're flying around in a little... Omega 4 relay. Oh my
We're too low on
god.
fuel to leave the system under thruster power.
Huh? Let's have a look. So we got Stop the Collectors, Master Thief, a Veteran, Citadel, the Council. Go to the Citadel. Go to talk to Act Afterlife. Archangel. I'm pretty sure Archangel is Garrus. Purgatory. The Veteran. Travel to Omega and pick up the Infinite. Oh, maybe it isn't. Maybe go for Morden, because they wanted that originally. Or I don't know whether to call it, because I feel like today's been a good episode. Because it's been just us going around the ship and having a look around. I might call it. I know it's a shit episode, like it's a bit short, but I think it's a good shout. And then next episode I'll probably make it a little bit longer. That might be better. Yeah, and then we can lock in on missions next time. I think because we're going around the ship today, yeah, I think that's a good shout. But yeah, I think my plan is essentially to play through all of Mass Effect. I'm still probably going to alternate between other playthroughs. So like, not tomorrow but the day after. There should be something. And then I should be having my main Let's Plays. So like, tomorrow and yesterday. There should be stuff up. But I think I'm going to keep consistently... I think honestly, I'm going to lock in and just play through Mass Effect in one go, and then I'm going to catch up with my other Let's Plays. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Because once this is all up, it's up then. And say we have a whole year of Mass Effect. That sounds pretty good to me. And I feel like by the end of the year, we should probably get... I'm sure Mass Effect 3 done, but we should maybe start Mass Effect Andromeda by the end of the year. I reckon. I think that would be cool, playing all of them. And since I'm in the mood, like say after Mass Effect 3, I'm like, I want a break. I could do that and then come back to Andromeda, or say after Mass Effect 2, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm kind of burnt out now, because this might be a bit of a grind. There might be a lot more to this than there was in Mass Effect 1. So, say after Mass Effect 2, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to have a break. I've got other games to work on if I need it. But realistically, I think if I lock in and play through this, the whole of Mass Effect, I feel like that will be better than being on and off about it, because especially when Mass Effect is like 1, 2 and 3 is just such a solid story within its own. It's almost like the trilogy is one game. When you step back, realistically, it's one big story. So I feel like if I do step away for a bit, play another game and come back, I'll probably get lost in where we're at. So I think I need to I do need to lock in and at least play until the trilogy's done. And I want to as well. But yeah, if anything, we'll be back to some more Mass Effect in the next few days. Just keep an eye out for my other Let's Plays. And check out my Mass Effect 1 playthrough. That's all there. And then we'll see what we want to do. But if anything, there'll be more Mass Effect 2 in the next few days. So as always, thanks for watching if you've been watching. And I'll see you all in the next one.